Welcome to my tarot card reading for December 2015, Aries. And this is Manu Tarot. Aries, don't forget that you are a fire sign, you are a cardinal sign. Your house is house number 1, and your ruling planet is Mars. Okay, now we have here the opening for you. We have Chango, Iku, and Oya. We have to first say that Iku, well, Chango is scared to death to spirits or dead people. Okay, so we could say that he here is representing strength that had been lost or inactivity. We have Oya that is also very closely related with death, and not only death but also markets, money. There is a story of Oya, Yansa, where she wore a fur, and once she wore that fur she will turn into that animal, and that was her secret. Once the secret was revealed, the relationship she had was broken, because that was the condition, not to reveal the secret. Okay, so now we have Chango. Chango was a prisoner, and we could say that he was liberated because he's upside down. And also there's another story where Chango and Oya are together, and this one is when he kills himself. And then Oya comes out and says the king is not dead, the king is alive. So she's announcing a change in awareness, a change in consciousness. She's talking about that the king, who was a human, now reached a different level. He became a spirit. So we're talking about liberation. We're talking about things that are some way, somehow, are broken, separated, severed. It could be a contract, a promise that some way, somehow is affected and you are liberated from it. It could take different aspects, but what it is all about is announcing the end of something, and it's closely related with relationships. And remember that when I'm talking about relationships, I'm not exclusively talking about love life. We have here the Prince of Pentacles, Virgo Chariot with Mercury, and we have the Strength, Sun, Leo, Pluto. Virgo, the mind, paperwork, communication, anything related with written communication, verbal. It could be a promise. We can be talking about promises. We could be talking about research, investigation. We could be talking about lawsuits, technically speaking, because when there's a lawsuit, there is an investigation. Okay, we could be talking about that. We could be talking about studying, school, all that kind of stuff, research, investigation. Then we have Pluto. Pluto is all about control, empowering, and regeneration. Okay, and then we have Leo, that is all about us. So in this case, about you, my dear Aries. So the tarot cards, what they're announcing is that December is technically concentrate in you. Okay, and it's hinting you, hinting you, my dear Aries, that there's something going to happen that is going to change dynamic, that is closely related with paperwork, communication, contracts, all this kind of stuff. And when we look at here, it's going to give us even a more in-depth of what might happen, and it's letting us know that the change that is coming, it seems like it's going to be a little bit more negative than positive, because it's going to affect you. It's going to bring a lot of changes, readjustments, and it's going to bring a very unstable financial situation to your life. Okay, the Page of Pentacles is talking about, this is Capricorn, so it's something that is going to affect your social status, is going to affect your career, is going to affect you in all this level, and it's also about recess. And obviously when you are liberated, you have a pause in your life. If it is a divorce, you have a rest, a separation. If you have been fired, obviously you are also resting. If you like it or not, that's a different story. Okay, but that's what we're talking about, liberation, that is going to affect you, highly probable, on a financial level. And if you are under investigation, then even worse. Okay, we have here the Eight of Cups, the Four of Coins, and Saint Genevieve, the Queen of Staff. The Four of Coins, which is one of the most important ones because it's hinting us what is coming, is Jesus and Judas when he was betrayed. And then the Eight of Cups is about work that has been well remunerated, where you have been acknowledged of your good work. But here is giving a different connotation, is letting us know that there's going to be some kind of betrayal here. Someone is going to stab you in the back. It might be the company that once it promised you something, it take that away. It could have told you something and it doesn't live up to the promise. The company, your boss, the manager, whatever is the company, they're not living up to what they promise. It could be a relationship, life relationship, but it could be any kind of relationship. It could be an investigation that might affect you in some way, somehow, adversely. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind, my dear Aries. If you are at work, then you have to be very careful what you do, what you say, etc., etc., because you don't want to be affected or negatively during this time of the year. Okay, that's technically what I have for you, my dear Aries, for December 2015.